Okay, we are going to talk about the different properties of algebra. So go ahead and let them in. The first property is commutative. Y'all learned these last year. Do you remember them? Okay. So commutative means numbers will change order. So commutative is change order, CO. But do you see a mistake in the addition example? It says A equals B plus A. That's not right. We need a little plus here. So click on the text box, and we're going to insert a plus right over the top of this equal sign. But I still can't really see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill, see this little paint bucket right here, fill color. We're going to fill the color with white so it covers up that equal sign. Okay. I inserted a text box. I put a plus in it, right? Then I go to the paint bucket, fill color. I'm going to fill it with white so it covers it up. And now move that plus around so that you can still see the A and the B. So see how we repaired it? Right here, the fill color. You have to have this selected in order to do the fill color. It's right next to the pen border or something like that, border color. So the commutative property is just changing order. If it's an addition commutative property, then it's changing the order of the addition. If it's a multiplication, then it's a multiplication, changing order. Associative is the next one. Parentheses around the grouping will change. The order does not change. So if you want to do a little scribble here to help you remember, you can do that. Okay, so do y'all remember how to scribble? You can go to Insert, Line, click Scribble. And so just circle this. And you can make it a different color. You can make it thicker. You can also use a circle, insert a circle instead. We're just trying out different things that we can do with this. And then commutative, we also need to circle that. Line color, I'm going to do yellow. There we go. So commutative, change order. Associative, order does not change. But what does change? The parentheses. So I'm going to add a line here. Parentheses changes with associative. So it says parentheses A plus B, and then close parentheses plus C, equals A plus parentheses B plus C, close parentheses. So the order didn't change. It still had A, B, and C. And then the other side still had A, B, C. The only thing that did change was the grouping, the association.
How do you make it bigger? Or why? Bigger?
There's a zoom button right here, right next to this arrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this. And you can do 100%.
Yes, ma'am.
Did that help?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, identity. Identity equals itself. There's no change in the number. So the additive identity is 0. If I have a number at 0, still get the same thing. So we are going to insert some text here. So click this little text box here. Y'all look. Text box. And I'm going to draw a little box here, and that's where my text is going to go. And I'm going to write 0 is the additive identity. I'm going to highlight it. You'll see how to highlight. You go up here right next to the A text color, and highlight it. And you can also make it bigger. 0 is our additive identity. Yes, select it and hit highlight, or you can select the whole text box. You can either go like that, see how it has the line and you have to select it, or you can make it where you're selecting the whole text box using that, what is that, like a cross of 2 arrows? What is it called?
It just moves it.
Yeah, like the moving cursor, I guess. Okay, so then with multiplication, the multiplicative identity is 1. Multiplicative, yes, big word. All right, let's insert some text right under here. We're going to type multiplicative identity is 1. I have to like sound it out every time I type it. And you can make it bigger and you can highlight it. Inverse, opposite, reciprocal of original number. So if you have an inverse, it means it's the opposite. So for addition, for an inverse, you would do the opposite sign. Same exact number, just opposite sign. So let's write something here. Additive inverse is has the opposite sign. There we go. Has the opposite sign. Make it a little bigger, move it up a little bit, and highlight it. Okay, and then this one's missing something. We have Equatio, right? I had y'all install Equatio. Do y'all remember that? Okay, so I'm going to have y'all install Equatio so we can actually type in an actual fraction. So go over to a new tab and search. Instead of equation, you're going to write equation, but without the N, and that's Equatio. Extension. Equatio extension. We're going to add this to our Chromebooks so that we can actually type in math. So math made digital, and it comes up with extensions. You're going to add to Chrome and then follow the steps. So click add to Chrome. I've already added mine, so I can't actually do those steps with you. Use your Google, click that you're a student. Give you a second to do that. Okay, and then you don't have to go through the little tutorial, but you can. And now close it out and go to the puzzle piece up at the top of Chrome. Right beside your little picture, there's a little puzzle piece. And I want you to pin Equatio as one of your extensions. Okay? Were y'all able to do that? Okay, now refresh. Go back to your digital interactive notebook, refresh it, and that'll allow you to insert some equations in here. After you refresh and it loads it again, go back to this page and click on the extension Equatio. And then it's going to pop up this tools down here. Can y'all see the tools on your screen? Click on the little Z in the text. That's our equation editor. That's the one that we'll use most of the time. Click on it and it should pop up this little box where we can start typing in. And we are going to look at inverses for multiplication. So it says reciprocal of original number. So this isn't written right. Something was taken off of here, I guess, whenever I uploaded it. So the reciprocal of 5 is 1 over 5. So that's what we are going to type. So do 1/5. And see how it loads a fraction? And then we're going to do times, which is above the 8. And then we are going to do the reciprocal of 1 over 5 is 5 over 1. Which, what does that equal? Oh, got an arrow over. It equals 1. Why?
Oh, yeah. Because it's 5 over 5. Over 5 that's
Right, 5 over 5, which equals 1 over 1. Ooh. See the mistake I made because I didn't arrow over? Equals 1. So an inverse, the multiplicative inverse, is the reciprocal of what the original number is. Once you get this, then you can insert math. Let's see. So down here it says insert math. We're going to insert it. And then sometimes it goes all the way up at the top. And sometimes it puts it somewhere else. Once you insert it, you can put an X on Equatio. Just close that. And then go and find this so we can put it here. We're all able to find it. It usually goes up all the way at the top left. Yeah, you might have to zoom. And then make it a little bigger, put it here. And we can recolor this. Have this selected and we can recolor it? Well, no, we can't. I was hoping we could. Drop shadow. Nah, that'll be fine. So this 5 equals 1 is incorrect. That just needs to be covered up. But I don't know how to cover that up exactly.
Mine's taking forever to insert.
Yes, sometimes it does that. So if it takes forever, close it, close Equatio. Go down here to where it says Equatio and hit close Equatio. And then reload your slides, Google Slides, and then try again. I've had that happen like 1 out of every class it's done that. I don't know why. You can?
Just make it red.
Okay, that's cool. Mine didn't have the option. I don't know why. Recolor.
Click, wait. If you're like doing this insert thing, I think you can do
Click drop shadow,
Drop shadow.
then click color.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, what?
That's high tech.
Ooh, drop shadow and then change this color so we can change that. That looks cool.
How do you get that little shadow?
Format. Format options. Click on the what you want to format options, and then go to drop shadow.
It won't let me click anything. It won't let me click anything.
You got to click on the item you want to format first.
Oh, okay.
Make sure it's selected. Okay, so we need to type some text in here. Oh, I know how we can cover up that 5 equals 1.
You put a text box.
Put the text box over it. That's right.
But then you can't put the little equation over the text box. I already tried.
You can bring it to the front.
Okay, I know.
So let's do that. Multiplicative, I'm just going to abbreviate. Mult inverse is, how can I explain that? Multiplicative inverse is what?
Is equal to 1.
No, is, or maybe flip the fraction to find the multiplicative inverse. There we go. Flip the fraction to find the multiplicative inverse. We're on slide 13. Okay, so we want to change the fill color to white and then move it up to cover that. But then I can do order and I want to send to back. Lots of different steps. Did y'all see that? Okay, I make this text box cover that whole box. And then I'm going to change my fill color to white. And then right click, order, send to back. So that way this is in front. All these extra little things I'm doing, I don't know if it's worth it or not. If y'all can follow it along, that's great. If you can't, it's okay. It's not super important.
How do you take the 5 equals 1?
Yeah, how did you get that to show up?
I covered up the 5 equals 1 by making this text box have the fill color of white. And then I made it bigger. And then I sent it to back so that the equation that we wrote is up front. Right click, so click on whatever you want to send to back and right click, order, send to back. We are on our unit 1 schedule. And then I'm going to highlight our flip the fraction to find multiplicative inverse. Okay, so how's it going with Google Slides? How are y'all feeling about it? Is it a lot? Or are you learning new stuff that you could use?
It's going to take a minute.
It's hurting my eyes.
It's hurting your eyes? It's going to take a minute to get used to, yes. Okay, we're almost done. Multiplicative of 0. Multiply any number by 0. The answer is 0. Pretty straightforward, right? All right, we don't need to do anything there. There's no addition to the example for that because it's a multiplication thing. Distributive property. Do y'all remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Only property that contains multiplication and division. Let's get our scribble tool. Insert, line, scribble. And let's show what do you actually do whenever you do distribution. You take this 6 and you multiply it times A. So I scribbled this little arc in there. To get rid of equatio, you click on the thing again, the extension. Now it goes away. So I go to insert, line, scribble, and now 6 is also multiplied by 2. So now I have 6 times A, 6 times 2, which is 6 times A plus 12. I'm going to make these lines different color and also a little thicker. I don't like the yellow. It's hard to see. Green. So that's just reminding you of how we use the distributive property. We multiply the term outside to everything on the inside. Okay, so now your assignment now is to do slide 14 and 15. And then there is a Delta Math assignment that you will get on and do. So let me show you the Delta Math assignment. You're going to finish slide 14 and 15. And then go to classwork, Delta Math assignment. Go to Delta Math. Sign in. I'm going to sign in as my CHISD student. And the assignment is under the real number system, Unit 1, Assignment 1. There are 10 questions that you will do. Once you finish that, you finish the assignment for me. Get one of the other ones. I do. Mm-hmm. Have y'all registered for Delta Math?
I think I have.
It was on Thursday, 8/20. Sign up for Delta Math. Here are the instructions. Thursday, 8/20. Sign up for Delta Math and Khan Academy. So if you did not sign up for Delta Math, then you need to go back to task 1, Thursday, 8/20. I told y'all to go ahead and just use your CHIC email and password, regular CHIC password for Delta Math. And if you have the account but you've forgotten your password, I can reset it for you. Just let me know.
Can you reset mine?
Yes.